Billionaires like Musk and Zuckerberg say that school isn't important. We look to Gates and Zuckerberg and notice that they dropped out of college. Yet, as one peruses the list of richest people on this planet, a disproportionate amount of these billionaires went to one of these prestigious Ivy League schools. Whether it's merely correlation or even if it is causation, I'm simply here to relay my research and analysis on the matter. Feel free to draw conclusions in the comment section below. Keep your mind open, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. I'll be using the Forbes Top 100 Richest People list to determine the order in which I look at the businessmen and women. So let's hop right into it. Number 1, of course, is Jeffrey Preston Bezos. He's by far the richest man on earth, worth $161 billion at the moment. He worked on Wall Street before starting his empire, but all we care about right now is the fact that Bezos graduated from Princeton University with a degree in electrical engineering. Princeton is currently ranked the #1 university in the country, boasting many other alumni that we will get to throughout the series. For now, let's just understand that the current #1 businessman went to the current #1 Ivy League school. Not only are we going to Bill Gates, number 2 on the list, we're also going to an alumni of the current #2 university in America, Harvard. Although Gates was a dropout, much of what started Microsoft came from his actions at that school. His future CEO, Steve Ballmer, was his friend at Harvard as well. Once again, just to reiterate, the #1 businessman, Jeff Bezos, went to the #1 Ivy League, currently ranked, Princeton, and the #2 businessman, Bill Gates, went to the #2 Ivy League, ranked currently, Harvard. We are now taking a flight on over to France. Bernard Arnault is number 3 on this list. You'd most easily be able to associate him with Louis Vuitton. Bernard Arnault went to École Polytechnique, the #2 university in France and a top 70 university in the world. It's essentially an Ivy League of France, and yet again, the top school in the country produced the top businessman of that country. I just want to stop right here and share some thoughts. We've gone through the first 3 on this list. We're going to go through the 2 more, and then we'll call it the end of this video and continue the series. But the correlation is uncanny, really. It's quite fascinating how this education correlation is there. And I guess something that comes to mind is that maybe it's the person before these top colleges that gets them to the top college, that gets them further in life than, say, the average person. But maybe there is something at these universities that really makes something click. So if anyone has any thoughts, please share them in the comments, and go ahead and hit that like button while you're at it. Now, if we'd only considered businessmen who went to U.S. schools, Warren Buffett would be number 3 on this list, attending the #3 school in the country, Columbia. Yes, Buffett attended Wharton for a year and finished his undergrad at the University of Nebraska, but Buffett's formative years that made him who he is today took place with Ben Graham at Columbia. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? It's abnormal, this correlation. It's absolutely crazy. And we're going to go ahead and round out the list now. At number 5 is Larry Ellison of Oracle. Known for his fascination and appreciation of the Japanese culture, Ellison attended UIUC and later UChicago. UChicago is currently ranked the #6 university in the US. It's not officially an Ivy League, but the prestige has always been there. Here's the data. Of the 5 richest billionaires, 3 went to Ivy Leagues, and all of them went to top 6 universities in their country. It makes me consider that maybe for all the flaws that can be pointed out in the education system, there is some value. Anyone can be successful as long as they put in the work, but maybe the best are the best because they've been putting in that work since childhood. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for a continued breakdown of the Billionaire-Ivy League connection. I'll see you soon.